Wow, that story is just not going away, is it? It also says here, airport concession, international airlines to raise fares. IATA says charges are higher for privatized airports. Wow. Okay, we will not rely on money to win, PDP replies Buhari. And, well, that's what we have on the New Telegraph.
All right. I think that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this Monday morning.
Yes, indeed. And, of course, it's about time for us to take a short break. But we would like you to stay right there with us.
There's still some motivation coming up.
Welcome back. Now, it's Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for some motivation. Freedom is a thing that every human being desires at varying levels, but a lot of factors can seemingly be roadblocks, and we might not be able to achieve this desired state. Folaranmi Richardson Ajayi is an educationist, a seasoned journalist, and the founder of The Excellent Tutorial College. He leads a group of students who won't compromise their moral standards on campuses. He will be talking to us about attaining inner freedom. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. So freedom, it's a word that we're using this morning, but I don't think we're talking about people being locked up as such.
Certainly.
So when we speak about freedom, what exactly do we mean by freedom?
Now, when we talk about freedom, we talk about the inner peace that an individual has. Now, and we know that an individual, or majorly individuals, we are wired by what happens in our minds. Okay. And so if I do not get it right in what flows through the rivers of my mind, I do not get it right in what flows outside of me. Okay. The mind is more spiritual, while other things is physical. So if I don't have satisfaction, if I don't have personal bliss, if I don't have happiness, if I don't have contentment, if I have wants, I have needs, then the freedom and the peace that flows through my mind is not there. And so when it is not there, it virtually affects the way I think, the way I behave, the way I relate at work, the way I talk to people, and the way I do everything. Because the inner peace actually controls the outside. And so the freedom of the mind is the first freedom that every individual needs to have to achieve whatever they want to achieve in life.
Okay, so we've talked about what it is now. So it feels like the average Nigerian, the average person finds it hard to achieve this freedom, this inner peace you're talking about. What are the factors that are, creating this scenario for most people?
Now, one of the things we need to understand as humans is one of the despicable nature of man is that we are wired in a way that we always want more.
Okay.
We are the Oliver Twisting person who is achieving this, then after that, I want to achieve the next thing. So, what makes us bound, even when these freedoms are around us? One of the first things that as individuals we need to embrace is the fact that mistakes, crisis, and failure are part of life. And so many individuals feel rejected. They send themselves to personal Coventry when they fail. And so when a student fails an examination, he feels so terribly bad that the world has come to an end. When a business person does not hit that million or is failing and that he doesn't get the profit, he feels the world is coming to an end. Now, when a person gets sacked from work, you feel like, wow, that's the end of the world. Let me jump into the river. No. We should understand that all these three things are the things that we must embrace because they are the personal tools that dictate how an individual can innovate and re-innovate itself.
Okay, so you're saying those failures, those issues, those mistakes are what we should use to, in a sense, correct ourselves.
No, what I'm saying now is that by the time we accept that mistakes, crisis, and failure are essential tools for life, we will not be feeling dejected when the need for those things arises. So we have to understand that when we fail, failures are lessons. that teaches us how to do a particular thing better. When we make mistakes are the teachers that helps us to embrace success. And we fall into a ditch or a niche or we have crisis, we should see beyond what has happened. We see ourselves learning, but most of the time what we do is we feel dejected. We don't ask ourselves, why is this happening? Happening to me. By the time we understand that to get to the road of success, passing through mistakes, crises, and failures are important.
So now, I'm someone that I don't even want to have to go into this, in a quote, bondage. I feel like I'm free now, and I just want to make sure that I never lose that inner peace I have or that freedom I have. What are the steps I can take? Maybe if I've already found myself there, or I don't want to go into that particular place, what are the steps I can take to make sure it doesn't happen?
All right. Now, one of the things we have to understand as human is our decision determines our destiny.
Okay.
So what you decide will stay, and what you allow will stay. And one of the first things we have to embrace is that we need to take decisions, to take responsibility, then to accept the things we can change and things we cannot change. So as individuals, you have to understand that some things you can change them, some things you cannot change them. Yeah. So positive confessions is very important because the mind is important. So if I wake up early in the morning, I say, I am blessed, I am an achiever, I am making it, I'm a success, I'm not a failure, even when things are not going on well.
So positive affirmations.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to the studio once again. And hopefully we'll have you back one of these days to continue this discussion. But right now we have to move along with the show. We'd love to know what you have to say on social media about this issue of finding that inner freedom.